So I'm like, 200,000 views? That's crazy. If this guy could get 200,000 views, I bet I could. So I stole the fucking idea. That's what I did. I stole the idea. I'm making that very clear. I literally just stole it. I'm like, I know this guy. I'm admitting to stealing someone's video. That's not that bad. So I did. So I stole the fucking video. That's what I did. I stole it. I stole a video. Which is what happened. Making it very clear. I did just steal the fucking idea. That's what I did. But point is, it's time. It's time to watch the guy who stole my video. No soul, by the way. His videos have no soul. I'm going to steal directly from them, though. I keep saying this stuff, but it's not the problem with the video. The problem with the video is you're a fucking freak, dude, and everyone can tell.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic? What?
So it seems the Lord, thy king, the mold man himself, Lord Frogmire, is not very happy with me and is indeed, in fact, very, very, very angry with me for streaming the other day and saying he makes Slop Reddit tier content and that he's also a Nepo baby. Which, let's just be honest, okay? When you play a game for 5 minutes like Donkey Kong's Bananza, glaze the game, then the very next day go, oh, you know, it's actually bad after you already made your video, you know, glazing the game. That's like the definition of slop. Or glazing Death Stranding 2 for being great until the last 30 seconds where you admit it's actually a dogshit game. Like, that's slop videos, let's just be honest, it's slop, okay? But you know that clearly and obviously struck a chord with Debin since he knows it's true. I know it's true, his mom knows it's true, you know, hell, even his grandma knows it's true.
Because, like, Devin putting out all these slop videos that, you know, everyone loves for some reason. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I can put out some slop videos. You guys want me to slop it up?
Even though I only briefly mentioned this during my 4 or so hour long, you know, stream for a few minutes, which by the way, I've brought up multiple other times in my other streams about Lord Frogmire making Reddit safe slop, like multiple times at this point. So I don't really know why it's became a problem now. I guess because I had a toucan on my stream, which I barely even know or talk to, named Zeno Chimera 2, and also kane'sgames shitting on Debin. And obviously, since kane'sgames is a synth mod, you obviously cannot say anything negative about synth or his brother, otherwise he'll get triggered and be super duper mad with you, dude.
And I guarantee you, you piece of shit leech, not a single one of those is your own. Not even one. God, you fucking loser. You failed. You're a failure. Get over it. You piece of shit.
Which I'm just gonna make this clear right now. I like synth, you know, I have nothing against him, obviously. But anyways, the Froggy Lord himself got so mad, so angry, he straight up said I copied his video.
And then the other guy, someone who stole my fucking video. What about Latina Parfait? Oh wait, it's almost like, did he steal this video from someone? I wonder who he stole it from. It definitely couldn't be the guy he's talking shit about right now.
The first thing I can tell you, salt. That's all I can taste is salt.
Which for me personally, even if I did copy his video, he straight up says he stole the video from somebody else. So I don't really get how you can be mad about that. That's like complaining that you stole a candy bar, okay, from a Walmart. Then on your way back home, some brothers ambushed your ass and stole the candy bar that you stole. Like, you know, it just doesn't really make sense. Well, at least to me personally, okay?
Real talk.
We're both thieves at the end of the day, right? But it's not even like I copied his video to begin with. It's not like I looked at his video and watched it 50 times, you know, analyzing it with a fucking magnifying glass, okay? I watched it once when it released, said it's probably his best video, and I think that he should make more videos like this. I had already been planning on making a pirate software video on Heartbound before he even uploaded his video. Not to mention, I've literally covered this furry degenerate in the past, way before you even had a channel, okay? I covered him when he was shilling Concord and Woke Games like over 6 months ago. But you know, clearly and obviously, I'm just copying thy Lord Frogmire, since once the Lord himself makes a video on something, nobody else can, and it also works retroactively, you know? But you know, it's not looking very good for me, not looking very good at all. But anyway, since you know, Lord Frogmire called me a freak, that really got me in my, like deep in my feels, okay?
I keep saying this stuff, but it's not the problem with the video. The problem with the video is you're a fucking freak, dude, and everyone can tell.
What an awful, terrible, horrible thing to say. Only immature, really fucked up people would do that. Negative, 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 negative.
I just had to react to his stream and him reacting to my video, which his reaction is about as bad as you expect. So I don't know, I guess let's take a look, okay?
Here we go. Here we go. Dude, okay. So 11,000 views. That's pretty fucking good for, you know, a stolen video after a stolen video after a stolen video, because there are actually a bunch of videos after my video that came out on this, right? So that's pretty fucking good. 11,000 for being way late to the party.
I don't really get why he's so upset over the fact that I also made a Heartbound review, especially when our videos aren't even that similar to begin with, but he obviously doesn't know that since he didn't even bother to check out my video before reacting to it, or doing even the smallest amount of research. Like saying, dude, you got 11k views off my stolen video, bro, how dare you? Like, you stupid motherfucker, my reviews typically always get around those numbers, okay? My South the Wakanda review is sitting around 30k, my Avowed is around 20k, and most of my other reviews hover around at 10 to 15k. This is like pretty typical for my fucking videos on my channel, okay? But like, let's be honest, this truly is some dangerous amounts, some dangerous levels of salt he has for me.
The first thing I can tell you, salt. That's all I can taste is salt.
Well, remember, all I did was say that he made Slop, you know, Reddit tier videos pretty much, and he's also a Nepo baby, and none of these so-called base chuds would be watching him if it wasn't for his brother, syntheticman. Like, if he's reacting like this towards the smallest bit, like the tiniest, insy-bitsy fucking, you know, little tiny bit of criticism from basically a channel with only 6k subs, I can't imagine how he's going to react and how much he's going to fume and how much salt he's going to produce when he actually, you know, ever does get into a controversy or gets any form of criticism, you know, from anybody bigger. Or maybe when one of his Reddit Chungus fans finds out that he's the brother of syntheticman, he'd probably have a leftist meltdown. Like, I don't know, bro, but it's probably not going to be too pretty.
Pretty good. But let's see. You know, it just so happens to be the exact same length as my video, too. I'm sure that's a coincidence. I'm sure it's a coincidence.
I mean, yeah, it was just a coincidence. Most of my videos or reviews hover around the 30-minute mark, and if it's a review on a big game like Silent Hill 2 Remake, Devil May Cry, or Monster Hunter, then it leans more towards the hour mark. Wow, would you look at that, my Mudasar video is also about 28 minutes long. So is my Assassin's Creed We Was Kangs, you know, video. And so is my South the Wakanda video. Oh my god, wow, it's almost as if most of my videos are around that same fucking length.
Well, so let's see. Let's see, why doesn't this have 1.2 million? Is it nepotism? That's what we're trying to figure out. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So I just played through Heartbound, and wow, dude,
All right, I'm pausing right here. I'm putting up a poll. Who would have clicked off the video right now? Here's the poll. Would you have clicked? We're 2 seconds in. Who would have clicked off the video? I'm not telling you what I would vote. You know, completely fair, unbiased.
Wrong, moron! Absolutely wrong. You're a fucking idiot. You're a complete and utter fucking idiot.
I love how our lord, thy froggy here, is like, dude, I'm not telling you how I'd vote. Like, you stupid motherfucker, you're telling them how you'd vote by saying you would click off the video right now. Not even 3 seconds into the video, which, you know, obviously he has to ham it up. Obviously, I understand that. But as a fellow queen, okay, who most certainly is a woman, and definitely not lying or using this as a shield, I need to defend myself. Because I obviously, you know, I don't appreciate Lord Frogmire being mean to me, because bullying is obviously wrong and not okay, especially when you're a whammon of color, a body type 2 of color. You piece of shit bigot, fuck you.
This is this is Kobe's audience he's trying to leech off of, by the way. You know, they'd like this kind of content.
So yeah, he then goes on to say that I'm trying to leech off of Kobe's audience or syntheticman's, despite the fact that my channel was originally a commentary and drama channel, and that's how I got my first 1,000 subs before I shifted towards more gaming content. Which yeah, I've made 2 or 3 videos on syntheticman defending him from retards, but in the grand scheme of things, those aren't even my most popular videos, nor does my videos even revolve around him for the most part. Yeah, I use synth clips, okay, but I also use DSP, Wings of Redemption, and Cyrax clips too. I don't know, I just don't see how I'm leeching off of Synth's audience. Yeah, there's an overlap, but so is there with any other channel that's similar, like Remnant, or Type 2 Productions. It's just natural that people who watch Synth will also watch similar channels or videos. Wow, that's crazy, I know. Want to release an unfinished product like all those other, you know, AAA developers. Like, he's not like them. He's above them, okay? Like, just look at this title screen, for example, and when you hover your mouse over it, and look what happens. Oh my god, look at that. Wow, look at that detail. Bro, it took him 8 years to add this. Holy shit, dude. Look at that. You see that, you guys?
Are you
oh my
laughing,
god.
shit?
But yeah, you know when I
I'm
said I was
laughing.
surprised by the work Pirate Software has put
I mean,
into this
come
game?
on, dog. You couldn't at least put a fucking background or something?
And this is basically what he does for the entirety of the 4 or so minutes that he reacts to my video. Just nitpicks every single little detail, like, how dare you, dude? How dare you not put up a fucking background? Bro, that fucking offends me. I need a background up, you know? Even though I put backgrounds for all my previous parts of this video. And then he even goes on to this rant a little bit earlier on about how you need to put the most effort into the first 30 seconds.
The beginning of the video is the most important part. If you're going to put effort into editing, put it in the beginning, right? So this part, it has the background, you're doing a little jitter sort of deal. That's some effort. Why is this after the parts that looked like shit that people would have clicked off from?
Flashback.
And wow, dude, I just gotta say that I'm truly surprised by the work that Thor from Pirate Software has put into this amazing masterpiece of a game over the past 8 years. Like, he truly has dedicated his heart, sweat, soul, and tears into this truly wonderful game.
That makes sense to me.
Like, it's been 8 years and the game is still in early access because Pirate Software is obviously just a perfectionist.
End of flashback.
Why is this after the parts that looked like shit that people would have clicked off from?
You really are stupid, ain't you?
We're already a minute into the video, by the way, but our Lord and Savior, thy Mr. Froggy, does have the mold. So it's like eating away at his brain, which isn't a great thing, obviously, since frogs are already low IQ to begin with, unlike Latinus, by the way, which possess the highest IQ out of everybody on planet Earth. And let's just look at my audience retention, okay? 38% for Heartbound video, which is pretty good, and a 67% audience retention at the 30-second mark, which is above average. And that's for pretty much all my videos also. They're all above average. So he's now going to get into the original clip that started this whole drama, you know, quote unquote, because there really isn't any drama, but he made it into drama. And he even goes on to say how much he does in fact love drama. So he's going to play a clip that somebody named Zasman clipped to send to syntheticman to stir up shit. And this clip right here is what really pissed off our Lord Froggy, which is kind of funny because I haven't said anything that I haven't said, you know, before in my other streams, but it was mostly this Chimera 2 person talking most of this shit, I guess, and it was more so him that pissed off Lord Frogmire. So let's take a look at this shit.
I like my ass and I like being a doomer. Like, see, at least you do something with your channel. Say
I can upload 2 videos. At least you do something with your channel. See what I'm talking about? This isn't even me. I'm pissed. This isn't even me. You know what? I wasn't gonna bring up kane'sgames channel. I wasn't gonna fucking do it, but let's do it. Let's bring up fucking Kane. He thinks he's better than Kobe? Who's fucking better than Kobe? Let's see. Come on, I don't even fucking like Kobe's channels. I don't even watch his fucking videos. Oh, I'm glad his shit doesn't even come up, you piece of shit.
You know, it's just real negativity, a big ball, everything, just negative, 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 negative.
kane'sgames. Yeah, less than 4,000 subs, and I guarantee you, you piece of shit leech, not a single one of those is your own. Not even one.
But wait, there's more.
Every single one was leached from Kobe's channel. You got shouted out into a 300,000 view video. He gave you advice. He watched your videos. You piece of shit. Yet 2 weeks, a video every 2, you lying piece of shit. You lying piece of shit. Oh yeah, oh man, it's really hard working at the dick sucking factory all day. I can't get a video just complaining about...
This is really funny since it wasn't even Kane that said that, it was Zato Chimera too. But you can hear the anger in his voice. Like, calm down, little bro. It's not that deep.
You failed! You're a failure! Get over it!
You know, every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be okay, okay? Not to mention, being shout out once in a 300k view video isn't really the same as being the brother of syntheticman, who is a co-host on Chudcast. Sure, the Chudcast don't get 300k views, but if you add them all up, it's well over 300k, okay? Let's be honest. People are far more likely to go to your channel than somebody like Kane, who was a one-off mention in a video. Let's just be honest, like, let's just cut the bullshit, okay? And for the most part, Kane really wasn't talking shit about synth. He brings up how his upload schedule sucks ass, and it kind of does, but that's not like hating on him or anything. As a fan, you'd want synth to upload more. Crazy, I know.
Who the fuck, you wanna talk about soulful content? Who the fuck makes a video on Summer Games Fest months after it's over? Yeah, that's some real art. That's real art, shitting on Summer Games Fest. God, you fucking loser. You failed! You're a failure! Get over it.
I'll be honest, taking a month or however long for him to take to make the Summer Games Fest is kind of long, which I think he should stop autistically putting so many edits and green screens and all that other time-consuming bullshit into his videos, you know, so he can up the production rate. But also, to be fair to Kane, he also has a full-time job. So, you know, there's that. He's just giving us opinions on the upcoming games, which is fine. And didn't you say and bring up this whole argument, especially for me, about putting in effort? Well, Kane definitely puts in, you know, the effort. So it would seem as if you're just seething, because you know there's some degree, like an insy bitsy little tiny bit of truth in what's being said here.
If you know what, I already fucked up. My most recent video got shit on by YouTube because I said some bad stuff. I should have asked Kobe. He literally told me when the video came out, he's like, man, you know you can't say that. And I'm like, damn it. Damn it, why didn't I just ask him? Why didn't I just ask?
I really hate this right here, how he's talking about how he already fucked up and how he should have listened to syntheticman, because his most recent video about how the whole visa shit and controlling what can and can't be sold on platforms like Steam only got 14k views when he has almost 20k subs. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? In what world is 14k views bad? What, did you really expect every video to get 1.2 million views after your heartbound video, you stupid fuck?
You failed! You're a failure! Get over it!
Getting a video to be hard pushed in the YouTube algo is a large part due to luck, okay? Let's be honest. It's just how it is. You made a video on a trendy topic, that being pirate software, so that video did naturally really well. Whereas I'm assuming less people give a shit about Visa owning your game, so naturally, less people give a shit to, you know, click on it. If your video wasn't hit with limited ads or being demonetized, then YouTube found nothing wrong with what you said or the edgy joke you said. For your sub count of, you know, 20k, hitting even half of that in views is a good thing, okay?
In all of their failure, except we're gonna watch that Lutina Parfait video. I think the failure is there's a little more there.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic? What?
It's definitely not nepotism, but it's luck. No, dude, it was way more nepotism than it is luck. I'm not denying the fucking nepotism. I'm saying all of these guys have fucking nepotism. It's all been nepotism. All of these people. None of them have a single fucking fan that isn't leached off of Kobe's audience, right? I just was able to turn it into something. Why? Because I listened to the guy who knew what we was talking about. That's it.
How do we all have nepotism, especially me? Like, especially me, okay? I've never had a shout out by syntheticman. My first 1,000 subs had nothing to do with syntheticman. It was primarily off of shitting on bread tubers and leftists like Fosh, Hunter Cuckalone, you know, Hassan, etc. I shifted towards, you know, gaming around like 1.5k or somewhere around that. But I mean, he literally knows nothing about me or any of the people in this call, since his ass can't even remember any of our voices and constantly gets them mixed up.
Debin has future tune vibes. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Who's saying this, by the way? I'm sorry, who the fuck said that? Let's watch a little bit.
What I really meant is I'm surprised that he's put even less.
This.
Oh my god. But yeah, you know when I said I was surprised by the work pirate software has put into this?
That's who's saying that to me, by the way. Just letting you know.
Starmaster, you don't understand this.
That was Zeno? Okay, well, you know, they're friends. I don't know. It's his channel.
So I can't help that you're stupid.
But you know, again, he admits it's nepotism, which was never even really my argument. Like, yeah, I brought it up, but it's more so he just makes Reddit safe videos. That's always been my main criticism with him, and people sucking him off only due to the fact that he's Synth's brother. Like, we both know damn well if he wasn't Synth's brother, these same, you know, supposed based chuddies would also call his videos normie slop. Not to mention, syntheticman himself would call it slop. Not to mention, syntheticman has literally called his fucking video slop.
Because, like, Devin putting out all these slop videos that, you know, everyone loves for some reason. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I can put out some slop videos. You guys want me to slop it up?
He's literally in his streams called fucking Lord Frogmire slop. So, I mean, I guess, you know, syntheticman can do it, but not anybody else. I don't fucking know. You know, we all know he makes slop. Even his fucking own brother, you know, admits it. Which I've also, like I've said many times before, I don't hate him or even dislike him. However, he's the one who got his panties up in a bunch over one of my live streams over essentially a nothing burger.
Kane's not speaking at Zito. I can't tell their voices apart. Look, if you aren't denying it, then you're letting them speak for you. That's what's happening. Yeah, exactly. Silence is not a defense.
He keeps getting everybody mixed up, then it's like, dude, silence is not a defense. I mean, the thing is, nobody has to defend you. Me or Kane or whoever isn't your knight in shining armor who must come to your aid to come to thy froggy's defense if anybody is ever, you know, shit-talking you. But yeah, again, he keeps confusing Zano for Kane and also Zano for me.
Right now, now. It's like, oh, another video on how multiplayer's dead. Another video on how Pokemon is shit right now. Another video.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. Another video on. So I keep bringing it up because it's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Another video on Summer Games Fest. Whoa, so creative. Another video on Expedition 33. Whoa, no one's made that before. Huh, Kingdom Comes Deliverance video? I wonder who made a video on that. Huh. It's almost like his favorite YouTuber did. Okay, he knew you were making the video, though. You started making that video and streamed about it way before he ever made his piece of shit that no one watched. The only reason anyone watched that piece of shit video is because Kobe referenced it in his. That's the only reason. You fucking failure. You don't have one fan of your fucking own. Not one.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic? What?
I mean, kanesgames did get his Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 review out before syntheticman did, but the point wasn't even making a video on the most recent release, since that's obviously the point of a review channel. The criticism more so was it's just checking boxes. Multiplayer gaming is dead. Check. Xbox is dead. Check. Switch 2 is dead. Check. Like, the point is, you can almost predict exactly what his next video will be on. When Witcher 4, you know, inevitably comes out, it's probably going to be RPGs are dead. Check. Then when Lord Frogmire is ranting about how kanesgames has not a single fan of his own, Synth himself comes in to say and corrects him that Kane did get his video out before he did, but Lord Frogmire can't accept that. He can't fucking have that, dude. So he goes, but dude, but dude, you know, Synth, you streamed the game before, before Kane ever, fucking made his video, he ever got his video out. So clearly you copied him and you stole from him. Obviously you fucking stole from him because you watched this stream before you got your video. You should have had your review out day one of the game being released before Synth ever went live. Otherwise you're just a thief, dude. Also, I'm obviously clearly not triggered or butthurt or mad at all, not even an ounce. Also, clearly I have no ego, okay?
They are saying I have the ego. I have no ego.
It's dude, it's you with the ego for, shit talking me for a couple minutes in a 4-hour live stream where nothing that bad was even said. Stop calling my channel Slop, dude, that hurts my feelings. Truly one of the most saltiest people on the internet, let's be honest, okay? Let's just keep it $1.33. This motherfucker has like a dangerous amount of salt levels, okay? Just too much salt.
What about Latina Parfait? Oh wait, it's almost like, did he steal this video from someone? I wonder who he stole it from. It definitely couldn't be the guy he's talking shit about right now. Yeah, imagine complaining about me making videos on generic topics when you literally steal my video. Which I don't have a problem with. I fucking stole the video, but at least I succeeded and you fucking failed, and it's because you suck.
I don't know, to me personally, it seems like you were a bit mad. Just a little bit that I stole your video that you stole off of somebody else, but that's just me.
However, I explained how mine was slightly different, because I actually had a history with this, and his video was 10 minutes and slightly, nice, and mine was 30 minutes, and I basically shit on the guy the whole time.
You literally didn't even watch my video. You watched 4 minutes and didn't even watch it before the stream. You couldn't even go 2 minutes without mixing up who said what. See, this is what people mean when they say you just put out slop. You don't even fucking try, which is funny because you're saying that nobody else tries. You're just saying that, oh, Kane doesn't try, I don't try, etc. If you're going to say this shit, at least watch the video, beforehand if you're going to react to it or something. I don't know. Because anybody who watched both my video and your video would know they are not very similar. Like, obviously they're both on, the same video game, obviously, but other than that, they're pretty different. Like, I didn't review the code in the game or anything like that because I don't care about the fucking code. I could care less about the code.
That's why my video ended up doing better than his. And Latina Parfait's failed because he's a freak. And he just straight up copied mine. It was literally even the exact same length. It's pathetic, and he's a fucking loser. Anyway.
Remember, he has no ego. Remember, zero ego, none at all, not an ounce of ego. Didn't watch the video, but I copied him since my video came out before. And Kane also copied Synth even though his video came out before Synth's. So no matter if your video comes out before Lord Frogmire or syntheticman's, whether it comes out before or after, you're just a copycat. You're just a dirty little thief according to Debin here. Yep, totally, zero ego, not a drop, zero butthurtness, zero seething, none, no ego, not a drop.
It's just crazy how fucking butthurt people are about me liking a video game. Oh no, he liked a video game I'm too poor to afford. Who fucking cares, dog?
No, it's not that you liked the video game, it's the fact that you played the Donkey Kong Bonanza game for like 5 minutes, and from what I remember, or from what you said, or what you told the chat on, Chudcast, you didn't even use your own footage and just borrowed sense, and you glazed the game. Then the next day, or whatever, after people called you out for being a shill, including your own brother, you then backtracked and was like, oh no, dude, I actually, changed my mind. I'm no longer having fun playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's actually a bad game. Literally zero backbone or spine. I'd have at least a little bit, just a little bit more respect for you if you kept with your stance that you liked the game. But I guess that's what happens when you make shit videos where you play the game for 5 minutes and shout out a video one day after the game being out, just like Dreamcast guy does, so you can get those sweet juicy views. Which if I wanted to watch a shill review games that he didn't play, I'd just go watch Dreamcast guy, okay? There's already a person filling that niche of shilling games he didn't play. Then he pulls the "you're just a brokey" card. He literally pulls a Griffin Gaming and says you're too much of a brokey to afford the game. That's why you hate it. It's because you just can't afford the game. Yeah, that's definitely the issue, dude. So then he goes on to shit on Zano, the person who was on my stream, by the way, which I've talked to like twice.
Come on, what can I even say? Genuinely, what can I even say? This is the guy talking the most shit, building his channel brick by brick. This is my toy. This is my toy. I like my toy. I'm a big fan of my toy. How did your audio get worse? How did it get worse over time? How did that happen? But you're really trying, right?
and was on my stream since I was an EGAD server at the time, so anybody in the server could join and talk on my stream. This stupid motherfucker is acting as if I'm best friends with this Zano person, okay? And that I'm not a noticer because I didn't know he was a toucan. Like, I'm sorry. I should have sniffed through my microphone and keyboard that Zano was a toucan. My bad, dude. Which I don't hate the guy, obviously. You know, I don't hate Zano, nor do I hate debin. So anyways, Lord Frogmire goes onto Zano Chimera's channel since he's one of the people talking shit and makes fun of him for making toy videos and having shit video quality, shit audio quality, and recording his videos in portrait. Which, I'm just going to be honest, if I was in Lord Frogmire's shoes and somebody with a toy channel was attacking me or, you know, shit talking me, I'm just gonna be honest, okay? I'd probably say the same shit. Like, I'm sorry if that makes me a piece of shit or if that offends you, but I'm just going to be honest. No hate to the guy, obviously. But yeah, then Lord Frogmire goes back to my video to finish me off, to lay me in the dirt for being the thief that I am. This game. What I really meant is I'm surprised that he's put even less work into this game than I ever could have fucking imagined. Like, he's put so little work.
Bro, that's my title. That's my title. That's the title of my video. That's what. I get it. I got the reference. I got the reference. No soul, by the way. His videos have no soul. I'm gonna steal directly from them, though.
I mean, it's just a common saying or statement. Like, do you really think your title is original? Heartbound is even worse than you could have ever imagined. Like, do you really think nobody else has used the title almost identical to that before for any other game, or has, you know, said that before? I'm pretty sure I've literally used this exact same phrase multiple times in my previous videos or something very similar to it. But no, I'm obviously just a thief who needs to be hanged for my crimes of stealing a stolen video. So he nitpicks the backgrounds again, talking about the 30 seconds or whatever, when I do have shit like that going on within the, you know, the first 30 seconds of the video. Like, he's already forgot the first 30 seconds of the video because the mold has completely overtaken the entirety of his fucking brain. Like, he literally has the memory of a goldfish, which, you know, I joke about having the memory of a goldfish all the fucking time, but this motherfucker legitimately does, okay? So then at the end of the video, he's like, this isn't even entertaining. It's just like watching my own video, but shittier. Then at the very end, he's like, you know, it's not that bad, because even Lord Frogmire cannot resist the Latina queen. Even he knows in good faith he can't shit on a pure Latina, since that is just wrong and messed up to do.
Because, like, I don't know, this isn't even entertaining. It's like watching my own video, but shittier. I don't even think it's like that bad. It's not like, you know, the worst thing I've ever seen, but I wouldn't watch my own content. The kind of stuff I watch is super obscure games and stuff, because I like searching for new games to play. You know, that's like the kind of stuff I watch.
Like, he literally pulls a Smash JQ in a Fratanga, because remember, if any of you guys remember the drama, you know, the quote-unquote drama I had with Smash JQ or Fratanga, they pulled the exact same shit. Like, they watched my video, right? And they're like shitting on my video and whatever. Then they're like, oh yeah, dude, it's actually not that bad. You know, the channel's actually not that bad. But, you know, he pulled it Fratanga. You know, nobody can resist the Latina queen. Nobody. And that's why you should obviously subscribe to the Latina queen, you know, obviously, because I am literally the best YouTuber, okay, let's be honest. Like, nobody is better than me. Literally nobody. But yeah, do I think Lord Frogmire hates me or anybody he shit talked? Probably not. Do I think he was hamming it up and trying to make it seem like it was way more than it actually was, you know? Yes, obviously. He literally admitted to it and said how much he loves drama.
I love drama though, dude. You have no, I like it a lot, man. I'm a simple man. I like being mean to people. It's fun. Being mean to people who are nice makes me sad, right? It makes me sad. I don't like feeling sad, but if someone's mean to me, then I'm allowed to be mean to them, and I feel nothing because they are Bug, and I don't care about Bug. Stepping on Bug is what you are supposed to do.
Do I also think he was probably actually seething quite a bit, you know, had quite a bit of salt producing? Yeah, probably that too. And do I, at the end of the day, hate or dislike him or syntheticman? Obviously not. But yeah, I will say though, he definitely was at least a little bit mad, maybe a bit too mad, especially at Kane. But yeah, in all honesty, despite him, you know, making Slop tier Reddit safe videos, he had quite a few funny moments in this stream, such as where he's, you know, talking about how he's throwing a stone inside of his glass house at my glass house.
So I've nowhere to talk. Glass house. I'm gonna say I'm literally throwing my stone through my own glass house into your glass house. I'm just telling you, sound fucking annoying, dude. You sound really fucking annoying. Literally straight through my glass house into his glass house. Look at this is a suicide mission. But it's true.
Like, yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, anyways, fuck you, Lord Frogmire, for being a big fat fucking meanie. And yeah, you know, subscribe or whatever. I don't fucking know. Bye.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Real talk.